Hello friends, welcome to C-ADO.NET tutorial. In this video, we will learn how to execute a stored procedure using ADO.NET. Using command object, we can also execute the stored procedure. Command means here we are talking about SqlCommand because our backend is SQL Server. So we will use SQL namespace. When a stored procedure returns row and columns of data, it can be read by the SQL data reader object. SqlCommand property of the SqlCommand object can set with a constant command type stored procedure. So once you set this, the SqlCommand knows that the command text is actually a stored procedure name. While calling the execute reader method, ADO.NET knows that the command text is a stored procedure name because we set command type as a stored procedure. So command text is not a query, it's actually a stored procedure name. So here is a stored procedure and we call this stored procedure as show books. And the content here is select title ID, title, type from titles. So this is simply a select query inside the body. And this is a simple stored procedure, and if you see this stored procedure returns rows and columns of data from title table. But in real world, the stored procedure may be doing more tasks. It may even declare a local table and collect data from multiple tables based on a business logic. Finally, it can make a select on that local table, thereby returning row and columns of data. So just by here we are not learning the SQL Server. Instead, we will concentrate on how to execute this stored procedure. And if you see, if you execute this stored procedure, this will return rows and columns of data. That means we can use the SQL data reader to read the content of these rows and columns of data. So here we will be having the connection. From connection, we are making call to create command, and that will give us the SqlCommand. So all we need to have is SqlCommand object. Once SqlCommand is there, we can set command type property as command type dot stored procedure. So that's the constant we are setting for this command type. So now SqlCommand knows that command text is actually a stored procedure. Here command dot command text, and we set the stored procedure name. So in the command text, we set the stored procedure name, and we can open the connection and make a call to execute reader method. So once you make a call to execute reader method or the command object, it goes here and it knows that show books is a stored procedure. So it executes the stored procedure, and the return value, which is nothing but a table, that gets stored in the reader. So now you can make use of this reader, open a while loop and read the rows and columns of data. Now let's go to the demo. So here now we are in SQL Server, and here we set database as pubs. So here is our stored procedure, create procedure, show books as begin, and here we have the select statement, and we will execute it, and you can see command completed successfully. Do the refresh on programmability. In the stored procedure you can see show books. Now if you want to execute that stored procedure, we can make use of exec and show books. So here we are executing that inside the SQL server. So this will return the rows and columns of data. Now let's go to the form design. Here we created a button called execute procedure, and text is execute procedure. That's what you are seeing here, and command is, or the button name is CMD execute PROC, and this is our click event. So this time we are creating a connection for PUBS database, and this connection string is available in the properties of the solution. Next we have create command. From this connection object we are making call to create command. This will give us the SqlCommand, and command type we are setting it as stored procedure, and command text is show books. So show books is our stored procedure name. So the connection here will point to the PUBS database, and here we are creating the SqlCommand, then setting the command type as stored procedure and telling what is the procedure name using the command text property. Next we open the connection. After that we make a call to execute reader method, and this will return SQL data reader. Once we have SQL data reader, we can form a while loop and iterate through the content. So here we are iterating through the content. Reader.read equal to true. Then we know that what the stored procedure will return. Execute.reader, we have reader object. Reader object is nothing but rows and columns of data. We have title ID, title, and type. And here if you see, we are just taking the type as well as title, and we are stitching that with a hyphen. So that forms one row, and we are displaying that in the multi-line text box. Now we will rebuild the solution, and so we just rebuild the solution and we can run it now. So if you see, the stored procedure is executed, and you can see all the book content here, because here we are displaying the type as well as title. So there are almost 18 book, and you can see the content here, right? This is the type, and the book name is displayed here. So type is MOD Cook, Silicon Valley Gastronomic Treats. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.